By Peter Burke, Associated Press Miami, more than 50 people were arrested after peaceful protests over the death of George Floyd escalated Saturday night in downtown Miami, resulting in torched police cars and prompting police officers to fire tear gas into the crowd. Miami-Dade Corrections and Rehabilitation Department spokesman Juan Diaz-Granados said a total of 57 people were arrested overnight, mostly for curfew violations. Miami-Dade County Mayor Carlos Jimenez enacted a curfew at 10 p.m. as the protests, which started peacefully at the Torch of Friendship, quickly devolved. After a group of protesters stood on Interstate 95, blocking traffic in both directions for several hours, Jimenez warned on Twitter that it was creating a dangerous situation for themselves and others. "This is not the place or way to protest." Police officers later used bicycles to push back an increasingly rowdy crowd throwing rocks outside the Miami Police Department. Several vehicles were vandalized and set on fire, including at least 2 police cruisers. Wilfredo Lee APA police car burns during a demonstration next to the City of Miami Police Department, Saturday, May 30, 2020, in downtown Miami. Protests were held throughout the country over the death of George Floyd, a black man who died after being restrained by Minneapolis police officers on May 25. Later Saturday night, videos on social media showed dozens of people breaking into stores at Bayside Marketplace. "It started off peaceful and we were just walking around chanting stuff, trying to have all our voices heard, and when we got to the police department, that's when things started to get a little rowdy," said Savannah Wilkerson, a 22-year-old West Palm Beach resident. He was overcome by the tear gas, along with others around him. "I had to get milk poured in my eyes twice because I was hit with the gas twice," he said. Police issued a dispersal order, warning protesters they would be arrested for trespassing if they did not leave the area. Wilfredo Lee, AP police hold the line as a tear gas canister thrown back by protesters' smokes during a demonstration next to the City of Miami Police Department, Saturday, May 30, 2020, in downtown Miami. Protests were held throughout the country over the death of George Floyd, a black man who died after being restrained by Minneapolis police officers on May 25. Liseth Hada, a 27-year-old student at Florida International University, said the protest was largely peaceful, with many in the crowd of about 500 singing and urging each other not to break windows or hurt businesses. But when they arrived at the police station, another group of protesters also converged there and things escalated within minutes. Wilfredo Lee APA protester kicks back a tear gas canister during a demonstration next to the City of Miami Police Department, Saturday, May 30, 2020, in downtown Miami.